It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He had a memorable performance last time out, a 5-touchdown game. It's the Steelers and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Operating from the gun, Andrews.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Someone's down there checking in the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jeffers. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
That swung out wide to Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First down, and they go back to Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. He hit pay dirt so many times we've almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just one-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
Andrews to throw on second down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Andrews. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw on 3rd down. Jeffers, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then not even see the ball go through the post. Well, bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On third down, here's Harris. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigs get it to 7-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. Ball, try and create some space. They were doing
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Andrews. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Andrews
setting up the screen. Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. They'll run again with Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss. Staff unable to knock it through. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jeffers. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. Was not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Andrews now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rose. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. To throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one goes a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't call it a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Andrews. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Andrews. And that is incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Jeffers.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are pouring it on.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Andrews. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Jeffers over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the AFC South. It's Indianapolis on the road at Tennessee. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Breece Hall with a touchdown run. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffers.
And this pass. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now Andrews to throw on second down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start. Still off target.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Obviously. Throwing on first down. Jeffers. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jeffers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he'll just get rid of it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jeffers. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the give, this is Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. On 1st down, Jeffers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw again, Jeffers. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to speed things up here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And call it 38 yards on the a handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7. And here's Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. Here's 2nd and a yard. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now an option play on second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw. Jeffers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Off play action. Andrews. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Andrews, off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Eluding under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them in the end.
Looking to throw on second down. Jeffers, he'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jeffers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Jeffers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a throw right sideline is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throws right side, and that's complete. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing. To put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw on 3rd down. Jeffers, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Houston. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Andrews now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. To throw on 2nd down. Jeffers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as the...
Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought...